I don't see it. Oh, we got it. There we go. Okay.
Tim, I
and
would
got
guess
it.
a lot of people are still recovering from a holiday weekend.
I don't think they think that the holiday weekend is over. Yeah, that's what
Maybe
it is. That's what it is.
It's a very quiet feeling here. We got a lot of people online though.
Yes, we do. And Mike's back.
And my front, my sides.
And I guess. You guys are so painful. So painful.
So I know it's after Labor Day, but I had to wear white to show off the tan from being on the beach.
I was gonna say, you were on the beach for how many days?
Only 6.
And I love it when I ask Mike how his vacations were, because I'll be like, hey, how was it? And he'll be like, we did nothing. And it was great. It's like, it reminds me of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I watched that for the first time with my kids recently. And I remember he was like, oh wait, did that one? I just did nothing. No, it wasn't Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, Ferris Bueller does a lot of things.
Shoot, it was one of those things. It was, Office Space. Do you guys remember Office Space, where he wants to just do nothing? And then he finally does it and he was like, it was everything I hoped it would be. I love that. All right, so.
Let's hear from Jason and Mark.
Oh, yes. And it's not playing. Not playing.
You signed in under you, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh. Dead.
Could be
All right, well, maybe we'll try to play that.
We'll get that later on.
Okay. So, you guys, we say it every week, but it's a good reminder every time. Don't call people you shouldn't be calling because they're on the do not call list.
Don't get
So,
sued. That's not.
let's not get sued. That would not be fun.
Okay, so we're changing things a little bit. We do not have buckets anymore. So instead, you have 1 minute to meet somebody you don't know, actually 2 people. You gotta say hi to 2 people in here. If you're online, you need to private message 2 people you don't know and introduce yourself. So 1 minute, everybody meet somebody, gather
Yes,
around.
go.
What's a shirt size?
Yeah, it's great.
Good morning.
30 seconds.
Good morning. Yes.
I tried to do the what you were gonna do, the high five. See that one?
Are you in?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, everybody.
All right, way to
Nice
go.
job, everybody. You know, we have something called the MVVBP, Mike.
Yep, and we're not gonna spend a lot of time on these, but we're gonna at least show them every week, just to remind you
Yep.
of why we do what we do.
We have a mission statement, we have a vision statement, we have a values statement, a beliefs statement, and a perspective of our company that if you don't know what those are, it really can be amazing to know and say those out loud.
And now at Mega Camp, they added a purpose, and they don't have that on here yet, but the purpose of our company is where entrepreneur, I can never say that
To
word.
be a company where entrepreneurs thrive.
So that's gonna be added at some point, I'm guessing.
That's right. And so we have a mission moment. We've got our Ron Stefest Award right here. And we had Brian Fisher as last week's winner.
Yes,
And so he nominated, do
ready?
you want me to put it?
Yep, it's there.
Okay. Our
Landon
very own
Dave.
Landon Dave.
So here's what he said, in quotation marks, I can fix it. This is what I hear him say, what I hear Landon say every time I call him. He is helpful, responsive, and precise. I'm grateful for Landon and all he does for me, as well as what I know he does for the Market Center. So congratulations to Landon. Thank you, Brian.
Good job, Landon. And
So you'll get to keep the Stefest trophy on, which, by the way, we're doing the official dedication of the flagpole this Friday.
oh, we need to switch it.
Oh, it's still.
There
Is it next Friday? It'll be on the calendar. I'll wait till I've learned. Don't trust what I say. We'll see what it says.
I was gonna say, if you can fix it every time you're talking to him, Brian, there must be a lot of things going wrong. So I'm just gonna say,
There's that side
maybe
to
it's
it.
you, Brian. Okay, but thank you, Landon. We appreciate you very much. All right, broker moment. Neither Jim or Don are in here. Are either of you online? Jim, Don?
I'm here, but I don't have anything today except just be awesome this week, team.
That's encouraging. Whenever they don't have anything to say, that actually makes things really nice.
That means nobody's done something stupid.
Other than, when was the last time you went to broker class? When was the last time you went to contracts class? When was the last time you went to seller listing documents class? Be there, learn, grow. It's gonna help you in your contracts
Absolutely.
and not get sued.
Yep.
I don't like
It's
getting
always
sued.
good. Bidder guide, so obviously we don't have the buckets on that either.
Yes.
Do we have USA Mortgage in here?
Not today.
Online?
Online, are you there, Sarah or Casey?
They're at the beach,
Okay.
at the lake.
Yeah.
HSA warranty? I know I saw Onward somewhere. You wanna come up or stand there?
Oh, I'll stand here,
Yay.
you know. Happy Monday, Tuesday, everyone. I'm Christine with Onward Agent Services. We do transaction coordination, database cleanup, and marketing. So come see me.
And by the way, Brian said guaranteed it's me.
On the front.
Totally. Yeah, Landon doesn't make mistakes.
Okay, I also see Jess.
Hi guys, Jess Bowman Insurance Group. I have to leave early, but I can't stand to not come, so
Right.
I had to show up.
So glad.
And who else we have? Go ahead, front.
My name is Ryan Barnes. I'm with Health Markets. I sell healthcare, supplemental, Medicare, and life insurance. So if you need anything, let me know.
And Jonathan?
Jonathan Roundhouse, 417 Rekey. We change locks for homes and businesses, and we can do master keys. So if you want all your rentals on one key, give us a holler.
I love when you said that a couple weeks ago, because I never thought of that.
That's
That makes it
smart.
so easy instead of having the old janitor key ring that you're carrying every one of your rentals.
I like the janitor key ring.
Yeah, but
That's super smart.
put it on this thing.
All right, good.
Anybody else? Anybody
Good.
online?
Good? Patty's usually on.
Cool.
All right, she's not on today. Okay, this week's focus. Where are we?
Yeah, so Jason Abrams talks about the fall cleanup and the winter of renewal and then the spring and summer explosion. So technically, I know it's not fall until September 21st, but we're starting to think in fall and getting ready for what's coming up.
We busted out our fall decorations this weekend,
No.
but I mean, we didn't actually get them all up,
Uh-huh.
but we got them out.
How many people have had a pumpkin spice latte already?
Ooh.
Pumpkin beer, pumpkin
Okay,
latte.
see, dang. It's there, it's happening already. So we got this fall cleanup.
Yeah.
That's talking about database though, right,
I
Mike?
believe so.
Okay, so wait, we have some services and some cool things around us that could help people with that, so it's not all on their shoulders.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't know, Onward Services, or, I don't know, Scott Leroy Marketing.
Which you've probably heard that name from the day you onboarded with Nicole, because Scott Leroy helped set up a lot of your systems.
They
get you
didn't
going.
probably hear it.
They did hear it.
They heard it
Yeah.
big time, because Scott Leroy is an incredible service that we pay for all of our agents to be able to utilize as a, a tech concierge service.
Yeah.
There you go. And then we've got winter renewal. Tell us about that for a second.
Well, that's more as you get into the next level of getting things going. So let's just focus on the fall cleanup today.
That's right. Okay. And, there we are. Means database maintenance.
Is Scott on yet?
And Scott, are you there?
I'm here. Oh, I'm here.
You are, we can hear you and we can see you on this little screen over here. Oh, there you are. Perfect.
Okay, but so how do we pin that?
I can't remember how to do that. I'm sure Scott does.
Yeah.
Or maybe Nicole can help us. Nicole, are you on? Maybe you can help us pin them up on
Do we
the
have to
front.
stop sharing?
Do I have to stop share? I'm gonna try that. And,
Oh, there's people. I'm gonna switch that.
and pin. There we go.
Yay!
Yep,
How's that?
that's perfect.
Okay, well, you and I have known each other for a long time. We love seeing each other at family reunions and mega camps. But, a lot of our agents, especially online right now, because so many people are not in-house today, maybe you can talk to us about what you desired to do when you created Scott Leroy Marketing, what you guys have been able to accomplish, and then kind of maybe what's new that we don't know that you already do that we could take advantage of.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So the company started 10 years ago now, which is really weird to think about. So,
Wow.
Yeah, so it's been around, and our goal was really to help agents as much as possible to kind of do some of the nitty-gritty items that are not really in that, in the 80-20 rule, that aren't really in that kind of 20%, and stuff that it really needs to get kind of taken care of, but can really just be done in the back end. Someone else can actually take care of it. That really isn't a necessity. Some items that are consistently happening, but some items that are just like big one-off items, like importing the database on there. So our ultimate goal at the end of the day was always to come through and just kind of say, how can we help to make the agent's life that much easier? How can we help to alleviate some of these items from the plate? And that is kind of our main facet, our main goal to really help you out even further on here. And
You mean,
we see
you want to make agents' lives easier?
we're trying.
There's no try. We're in bold right now, buddy. We're in bold.
That's it. I was about to say, yeah, do or do not. There is no try. So that's well, we're doing, and I hope it's working.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, but we do have a bunch of items that are actually accessible for y'all. So let me show this for you real quick on here. Perfect. All right, so this should pop up and you'll be able to see our scholarlymarketing.com website on here. And the main place to really focus on that'll help y'all out tremendously is under this agent resources section. All right, so once you sign in with your market center number, so when you sign in with 369, that'll give you access to all these items on here. So not only do you have access to anything and everything that you provided as like a new agent getting set up through the questionnaire section, but then we also have trainings, we also have recorded courses, we have support for y'all as well that I'll talk about on here, and then even template options you can use. So the one thing I always like to highlight on here though, especially when you're kind of doing a team meeting, is under the questionnaire section, a lot of people, and I heard this when I first signed on, when you first get onboarded, we help to get you up and running with all your tools. And although that's perfect, you'll probably have noticed things are consistently changing. Technology does not really kind of sit still by any means. So we actually have a questionnaire just for y'all to help out. So we have what we call our existing agent questionnaire. And this is basically just an audit of your entire system. So we're going to go through and we're going to say, you know, if you were a brand new agent starting today on September 6th, what are you missing that's not set up quite yet that we can help to set up for you? All right, so this is all available for us to kind of help you out even further on here. And the best part is, if you guys remember taking that questionnaire, it's a pretty lengthy one. This one is the opposite. It's just going to ask these 6 questions so we can go through it and really just help you out at any time and just kind of say, you know, hey, if you signed on a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, well, things have changed since then. So this will allow us to really update that even further for you and really just kind of make sure that you're fully utilizing all the different tools. All right. And then outside of that too, we also have all of our live webinars. So every Monday through Friday, right at 12 p.m. Central Time, we actually have a live class. All right. This is actually done by our instructors over here so you can interact with us. That's going to cover all the different KW technology, how you can utilize everything, where everything's located, some of the best practices to really get everything going that much quicker. And you can access
you guys do a lot with command. I mean, you guys practically understand more about command than the KW tech team sometimes, it feels like. Am I right?
We do a bunch with command, yeah. So yeah, and it's funny, all of our training classes are just around the command platform. There's a couple that are outside of it, but it's really around getting you to utilize everything possible. So if you want to download our training calendar, you can see all the different courses that are happening this month. And every Tuesday, we actually have what we call a command overview class. And it's really meant for those that are just looking for a quick teaser trailer type class of everything that's available inside command. So we're literally going to go through all the different applets, where you can find everything, what does it do, just to help you out even further on there. All right, we've got our own challenges on here as well too. So if you want to learn a little bit more about all the KW technology, this will help you out tremendously. And then even cheat sheets. So if you want to walk through all these different items, this will help you out to really see the FAQ overview of everything that's accessible for you. And then of course, if you can't make it to the live training classes, we do record everything. So this is all accessible for y'all to utilize. And it's all alphabetically organized, but chronologically organized. So you can access this immediately. So if we had a campaigns class today, for instance, then it might say something like campaigns 101-9/6 once you click on this to view the most recent class immediately. All right, so that's all accessible for y'all to take advantage of on here. And then we do have our support section on here as well too. All right, so for our support section, these are all free items that you can utilize at any time to help out even further. And obviously at the bottom of every page on our website, we'll have our contact info. So if you're having any issues, questions, or concerns with any of the KW technology, whether it's I can't sign in, I'm having an issue with my website, this isn't working to send out via the smart plan, we can help out with those items right away. But we also have services just that are free for y'all. And that's the best part to think about on there, completely free and complimentary. So we have services just around command, whether you need help getting it up and running, whether you need help starting a smart plan, importing your database. We can help out with all these items right away for you. And if you have a CSV file, a VCF, numbers, Excel file, we can get that added in immediately to make your life that much simpler. All right. But then outside of that, we even have Keller Cloud services on here too, whether it's just, getting your profile completed. Maybe you're joining a team and you want to update the team information, or you're leaving a team. We can help to remove that as well too. We can create QR codes for y'all as well. There's a bio option where we can update your bio for you if you have a new bio to put out there, new email, headshot, phone number, social media info. All these items are completely free for y'all to use, and we can take this off your plate. Even services just around Google Workspace and your cave.com email where we can help out on here, or even around your command website where we can actually help to add in some additional pages to make it stand out and spruce it up a little bit further at the end of the day. All right, so these are all accessible for you to utilize at any time, so please take advantage of them. And it's just going to be a quick short form that you can see on here that allows to go through, and once you fill this out, we'll know exactly what you're looking for, just to kind of help you out a little bit further on here. And of course, you're always more than welcome to just kind of send this over to us as well. Just email over, hey, here's my website URL that I need turned into a QR code, and we can work off of that immediately. All right, so that's all accessible for you to utilize on here. But then outside of that, we also happen to have all of our different templates. All right, so if you're looking for some print marketing type options, we do have print marketing accessible over here under Agent Store. That's through our partnership with Brandco. All right, but then on top of it, we also have to have some digital marketing templates too. These are all currently through Google Drive, or sorry, not Google Drive, Google Slides. So that way, if you happen to have a Canva.com email or a Gmail account, you can access them immediately. We are slowly making their move over to Canva as well too. So that way, if you happen to utilize Canva, if you want to move them over to your Designs applet, you're definitely more than welcome to. All right, but these are all accessible for you to use on here. But remember, to access everything I've been kind of jabbering on about, it's all under 369, and that'll give you access to anything and everything possible on here to help out. So think of us as basically an extra tech person in the office, an extra tech staff member to make your life that much easier at the end of the day. And just feel free to reach out to us at any time, because that is what we're here for, is to help you out with all of your cave technology.
I love that so much. And I just appreciate how just organized and simple and clean it is. Like, if you've bought something online, Mike, you're techie enough to utilize Scott Leroy Marketing's tools. Yeah. And I mean, that's the way I've often described it. Just so you know, that's the way I talk to it. I'm like, look, this is that simple. You can fill out the same type of information and get so many tools at your disposal. So I really appreciate all that.
So any questions here, Nancy?
So we go to scottleroymarketing.com and then go to where? Resources.
Can you hear her, Scott?
Yeah.
And then where do we type in the 369? Where does it ask us?
It's right, go right.
Sorry.
Just click.
One more.
There we go.
So
Yeah, so at the top right, once you see that, I was logged in already, but you'll see a login button at the top right once you actually go to scottleroymarketing.com. And then once you click on that, you'll just put in 369 and you'll be perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Sorry, I was already signed in. Jumped the gun for y'all.
That's okay. Well, we are very appreciative of what you guys have been able to accomplish for a lot of our agents. I would just say, as a last little question, what would be the number one thing that you think most agents should be going to your services for? Like, if you were just going to say, this is honestly what we specialize in and we're better than most, what would that be?
Yeah, so it's oh man, to say one thing is a hard one on there. I'll say two. One is that existing agent questionnaire, because the reason that we made that is at the end of the day, so many agents would come to us and say like, hey, what happened to my website? And it was a prior website that was being used, or I need help with this. And when we get inside the back end, we're usually kind of fixing stuff up as well. So it's always nice just to make sure that you are literally up to date with the most useful technology possible. Then the second item is anything on that support page. A lot of agents don't know that that is completely complimentary. It's just from the graciousness of the office that is offering that to y'all. So take advantage of all that. Because we've had some agents say, you know, oh, I paid for someone to do this. I didn't know that I could get it for free on here. I'm like, yeah, of course. You know, this is something that we're just here to help you out with. And if you're ever wondering like, hey, I wish they did X, you know, please feel free to reach out to us. We're always looking for new items and suggestions as well too. So anything that you're like, man, I really wish y'all did this, let us know. You know, we're always looking for that feedback on there to help out and help us to make your life that much easier.
We love that. And you've created an incredible company, and we're just really glad to be in business with you and to stay in for the agent and their success. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Of course. No, thank you for having me.
Everybody give Scott a round of applause. Thank you so much. We'll talk soon.
All right. See you soon.
So this is September, which is technically the last month of third quarter. And so we're kind of looking at this month as back to school. So you've got Onward available. You've got Scott Leroy Marketing. I think the calendar might be next. No, we'll wait on that for a second. But there are so many opportunities during this month to get all your pieces in place to have an incredible fourth quarter. And that's kind of what we're looking at is this. There's always a gap after Labor Day. It feels like, oh, suddenly it's not summer market. This is the time to pour into yourself. I always call it the time to learn new things. You know, engage yourself, learn something new. You know, upgrade some of your stuff, change things, change your marketing. This is the sort of a lull, but at the same time, we don't want it to be a lull. We want to help you get things going so you can get on to the next step.
I love that, Mike. That's a really good statement. Are we ready to?
Yep, we're good.
All right. So we had Mega Camp. Obviously, last week we had the panel. You were gone. And we had to end at 10 so we could start the ALC meeting last time. And we are here on the 6th.
Okay, so lots of stuff here. First thing I want to point out, like you all said, I had the date wrong. Friday, September 16th, 1 p.m. is the Ron Stefest Memorial Dedication. There is a huge flagpole out here. There's a plaque in honor of him.
Beautiful, guys. If you have not seen that sucker, it's pretty awesome.
And so that's going to be a big event next Friday. Nicole, anything else we need to add on that?
We will be doing a lunch to also help support Springfield Cares. So it'll most likely start around noon that day. And you can come and pay to eat and then hang out, and we will do the flagpole dedication.
Very cool.
Awesome. Do you want to mention anything? I mean, there's so much happening.
Yeah, free headshots the 29th. Okay, some of you are going to hate me for this. It's time to get away from Dotloop. Look, there's DocuSign signings. It will do so much integrated into Command. This is the time, like I said, learn something new, jump into it.
Yes, you guys, this is a big statement for Mike to say, because he has not been the biggest fan of when we first moved over to DocuSign.
Well, see, I hated Dotloop. I cannot use it. I don't understand it.
I hate it.
But you got the tools right here to learn that stuff.
That's right.
And obviously we have Bold going all through this week. Nicole, are we doing Bold graduation on the 22nd? Is that right?
We will be doing Bold graduation on the 22nd. The location is to be determined.
And everybody's invited to that to celebrate the people that have passed. So that's why I wanted to bring that up. Put that on your calendar too.
Okay.
Okay.
And we have that whole list of people that have joined us last
Yeah, we
month.
had 12. You can't see all of them because the line down
The
here.
line is cutting it off.
What was it,
but
4,
there's
6, 7, 8, 9,
literally, we had 12 people.
No, that's
join us.
14.
Oh, it was 14.
14 people.
14 people joined.
14 new family members from last month.
And you guys, if you haven't reached out or said hello or welcome, please do if you see somebody you don't know. Oh, yes. Okay. You don't have much time. Continuing education.
Okay, Nicole, what do you want to tell us about continuing ed?
If you don't do it and you don't renew, then you can't be a real estate agent anymore.
And Jim gets all your contracts.
That's right.
That's right. Hey, so let's fund Jim's retirement.
Yeah, so this gives some info on it. Obviously, we put it out over and over, but you have to get it done, and it's a two-step process. Can you tell it again, Nicole, the 2 steps?
Yeah, so you need to go ahead and complete 12 hours of continuing education. 3 hours of those must be core. So, doing your code of ethics is a great way to get that taken care of. And then the rest can be electives. Then you should have received in the mail from the MREC a letter stating that you are able to renew your license, and it has a PIN code. You will need that PIN code to go to that website on that paper. You input your license number and then the PIN code, and then you pay your renewal of $41 if it's over, if it's online. If you mail it in, then it's $40 even.
Very cool.
Got it.
So please don't wait till September 29. That would not be good.
That would not be good.
Nope.
But we have bold locations obviously changing a couple times,
Yep,
right?
so Bowl this week is still at the RC Event Center.
And will be the following as well. No?
Nope.
Oh, no. Yeah, the next one's back, or actually at 9:10.
Then back to Walnut. Yep.
Got it, okay. And
Nancy,
Yay,
come on up,
okay,
in the middle, there we go.
I will, thank you. So I'm Nancy Evans. I'm president of the Women's Council of Realtors this year. We have a really great event. If you aren't going to Bold, Thursday, and it is going to be amazing. Our theme is how far can you go? So if you want to expand your Realtor world beyond Springfield, beyond what you do, beyond GSBOR, we've got John Mayfield, president of Missouri Realtors. We have Brianna Van Strom, CEO of Missouri Realtors. And we also are partnering with Ozarks Gateway Association of Realtors out of Joplin and Southwest Missouri. And Melissa Annis is also going to be here to speak. And she is NAR Commercial Committee Chairperson. So a lot of great things. They're going to kind of talk about the steps that you can take to look beyond your immediate world of real estate and to grow and learn more about real estate.
because we typically start looking at our own little corner of Springfield. And that's why I think it's important to go to things like Mega Camp and learn. John Mayfield and I forgot her name.
Brianna.
She just came from Utah? Is that
Idaho.
right? Idaho.
Yeah.
So she was the CEO of the Idaho Realtors. So that's fresh ideas we haven't seen. So the more you get to these things and learn different ways, you're ahead of your competition.
And Will Klein is a Women's Council of Realtors, so it's not just women, powerhouse. He's done a lot of things while battling a kidney transplant and all sorts of things. So it's some really good information. Thank you for letting me be here, guys. Facebook page, Women's Council of Realtors has a Facebook page you can get on. Go to your events through Facebook. It should pop up in local events. I will put it on the Keller Williams.
Perfect.
And it's also in your emails you're getting from GSBOR on Sundays.
So that is this Thursday.
Thursday.
So sign up quick for that.
11 o'clock. And if you don't sign up, you're always welcome to show up. I'm sorry, 11:30
Okay.
at Relics Event Center, which is on West Battlefield.
Very
Awesome.
cool.
Thank you
Thanks.
so much.
Thank you,
High
guys.
five.
I hope to see you guys there.
Yes, definitely. For everybody not going to Bold, be there. That's a good spot.
Oh, look, another event.
September 16th, here in our parking lot.
So if you plan this right, you could have every meal for September planned for a
Right?
realtor event.
I mean, gosh,
So
think about all
this is
that.
gonna be fun. We've talked about that some last week, I believe.
A lot.
Okay, and then there's our contact people there.
Yeah, I'll light that back up there. These are our gals that are leading the whole thing, and it's very powerful out there. All right, leverage series. I mean, I've said it before. You've heard me say this. This is probably the greatest sessions of what to do on how to become a better leader, how to become a better talent finder, how to be a better trainer for your talent, how to lead, motivate, train, and become a real mega agent, honestly.
Yep, so there's 3 different classes to it. The next screen shows that.
Yes.
So they're all combined together. This is
Career visioning, 30, 60, 90, success through others. 3 different courses that are happening over that time period to be able to make sure that they get it.
And you're only supposed to take career visioning before you add anybody to your team ever. So this is a great way to get everything started to where you know how to do it from the beginning.
Yep. All right. And yes, these are the only 2 that are left on that screen
Yeah.
now that are still happening. So October 1st through 3rd is the symposium for the Keller Williams Luxury. And then November 16th through the 18th. Some of our agents have just kind of gotten into that.
Yeah.
Into the luxury and commercial side of things.
And Nicole just threw up the registration. Nicole just threw up. She just posted on the chat the sign in for the leverage series.
Post it.
Yes.
She posted it. All right. And then community.
Check this. So Keller Williams is the largest real estate company around, but they're also trying to make small groups and communities. So all of these that you're seeing are websites of the different communities you can join. So if you have a passion for something, like the Wealth Committee, which I know Trey's, I've actually gone to that, design, relocation, military, there's all these different things now. So you don't just have to be a real estate agent, you can be connected with people like-minded around the country.
It's really powerful because these are, when you go around to KW events, There's booths that you get to meet the people that are running these suckers. And the fact that now they have all of these website communities happening
Yeah.
can be able to link everybody that's a part of them around the country. Very, very powerful. And then Mike, how's the market?
You can tell it was Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, I know it.
So
It's
it's
kinda
kind
crazy.
of normal, but it was a little slow at the same time. Everybody getting the last summer stuff in.
It's true. 7-day update. We got 423 new, 313 pending, and 332 closed.
Yep.
This time last year, it was quite a bit different than that. We're talking majorly.
If you look at that, we are a lot lower than last year.
Yes.
That's like 50 some houses. So it is getting a little different there.
And then bam, outlying areas. But that one actually looks pretty normal. This
Yep.
looks pretty normal.
Even sitting on the beach, I got the numbers for you all.
It's true. And then 1230, if you're sitting in the back, it's 1281. Before that was 1231 or 31. So we're just, it's like we skipped a week there. So we're right back to 1230 as the week's total.
But what I typically see is a holiday weekend that sometimes goes down and then comes back up again. So it's just important to have the information as you're talking with your people.
And the host would like to unmute.
That's a new one.
I've not seen that one. Wow. Let's just pretend that didn't happen.
Yeah.
There we go. And perfect. So we got the MLS Technology.
So this was a cool thing. If you do property management, there's now like an MLS that will feed to Zillow Rentals, Apartment Rentals, Realtor.com. So if you do those and you want to get them all going to one spot, you check through the board because this could really make it a lot easier than posting your stuff everywhere.
Zillow has moved away.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
Same thing there. It's through Form Simplicity, which is another new system because Transaction Desk is going away.
Do you want to play this?
No, that's just continuing
Okay.
ed.
You guys got sent this video. Check it out.
So you know what's going to be funny? Somebody's going to come in September 30th and say, I didn't know continuing ed was due.
Oh,
We say, we've shown it to you everywhere. So one last thing here, the board, we have an ambassador, I'm sorry, not the ambassador section. This is the board of directors elects a representative from our association for National Association of Realtors. If you're interested, and I hope you are, because the more we can be represented in local, Missouri and state things or nationwide things, the better.
That's right.
So please look into that.
These are links now that they can attach.
Yeah,
They can
so
click
on your Sunday email, this page shows all the events going on with GSBOR. But on that bottom right, if you click that, it'll open a PDF that you can then save or, I know, print out a flyer. I know James Shaw doesn't like that from Keller Williams World. But here's everything for the next 2 months. So that way you can see what's going on and you can plan around it, get all your lunches scheduled so you don't have to eat at home ever.
That's one thing we talked about a lot in Quantum Leap and other parts of KW material is that being advanced is actually looking out as far as you can to plan things.
Yep.
And so if you can look out as far as you can, these are things that are coming up that you can separate the time for.
Yep.
So honors and awards next week and come find out who did good stuff. But before that, Dan, you want to come up now?
Sure.
All right, come on
Whatever
up.
you want.
Yeah, come on up.
Hi.
So we don't get to have you down here at our team meetings very often.
I know, but I love to be here.
It's true.
That's what I was thinking too.
That's what it is. So we were talking. Eric,
Not a chair,
come over
not a
here.
chair.
Come over here.
Screen there.
So
There you are.
We were talking last week. And we've been talking over a month or so. And we kind of have an announcement we want to make.
Yes.
And so,
Come back up here with your Miami Vice jacket.
oh, yeah.
I mean, are these like the best dress ever?
I
Like,
know.
here's my style, here's theirs, Miami Vice. and The opposite of
You
Miami.
look a little bit more cash.
Thanks, I'm cash.
I tried to do the
It
hat.
looks like somebody had to be arresting on Miami Vice.
I'm the dark.
Who remembers Miami Vice?
Oh, yes.
Okay, who was in the market of the shift the last night to save hands?
Perfect. So do you want to kick it off?
Yeah, sure. So this is the beautiful thing about Keller Williams is that it's the land of opportunity, yeah? Yeah, and so who's seen the opportunity map?
Yeah, look behind
In fact,
you.
he-
So I'm gonna give you a handful of examples. Oh yeah, look, there it is. Was that on purpose?
Yes.
Oh, did you do that?
Oh, that's so cool.
Okay.
So in that, we know that life's a journey and not a destination, right? And we know that every role within Keller Williams is not the end all be all. Shanna's a wonderful example. Shanna came as an EA to our team. Shannon then became the director of sales on our team, and then Shannon left, right? And came in and cried, and there was tears, and now she's the productivity coach at the Market Center. Is that super cool?
And she's killing it.
Yeah.
And she is killing it.
And she is killing it. I was in production, I became an OP and then became an RD. And so my point is,
Real quick.
yeah,
What's-
real quick,
What's an OP? What's an RD?
an operating principal for which kind of oversees holistically the operations of the Market Center, like 30,000 foot view, because it turns out I'm really bad at details. Yeah. Yeah, okay, great. Finally everybody agreed on something. And I guess my point is this, because you can look at Jen also, who went from production to then being the vice president of maps and et cetera. The exciting part about all that is that really in the last 6 months, we have our teams, et cetera, have seen a ton of transition in people pursuing different opportunities. And I know right now, Tim's got a couple opportunities with regional director roles, et cetera. He's got an opportunity in maps, et cetera. And so Tim has decided, can I go back and take you back in history?
Yes.
2.5 years ago, Tim came here to become the team leader. Do you know why? Because he didn't want to.
It's kind of true.
Point was, Tim didn't come here to be the team leader for our Market Center, and it worked out perfectly with timing, et cetera. And if you remember, COVID had shut down, had happened, et cetera. And so Tim was able to step in and help us and bring the value and et cetera that he knew from Keller Williams from California, which is clearly different than us. I'm just kidding. It's really not. Okay, but that's the beautiful thing is that a McDonald's is the same across the country, right? Keller Williams is the same across the country. And he was able to come in here during the transition that we had, fill a hole, plug a hole, et cetera. But it was never Tim's vision or goal.
Really? Yeah, no, it was a real accidental, but also a really beneficial,
Yeah.
powerful thing.
And Tim was a huge blessing to our Market Center for a really long time. And now Tim's decided to continue his quest down what originally was his opportunity journey that he was essentially going across the country to do.
Yeah.
And Tim fulfilled a huge commitment and opportunity that we needed in our Market Center. And I think he's got the itch. In all fairness, for lack of better terms, to fulfill that path again, as we all do, as I have, and as Mike has, and Rachel, and everybody in this room. Like there's production is not the end all be all. That's why I said life's not about what we're doing now; it's about the journey that we're on the whole way through. So
Yeah.
I wanted to thank you personally for this. I wanted to come here and what do you have to share?
Yeah, I would say that it has been one of the biggest surprise joys of my wife and my family to be a part of. Like we didn't know anyone practically here other than you, and that was from way back.
That's
And
accidental.
then literally we bought property here. We got working on our land, and then I find out Dan Holt's the OP here. We connect. And then it turns out that, God had it in his mind to bring me to be a part of your lives for a good period of time. And so I don't intend on moving. I'm really, all the opportunities that I'm looking at, I'm kind of forcing them to say, no, I'm not moving. I'll be glad to travel there maybe a week and a half out of a year to do certain things. But we love Missouri. We love Springfield. It is a really special place. And the relationships that I've gained with all of you, it was kind of like we just immediately got 300 friends. It was really, really special.
Yeah.
And so I had the opportunity to grow office by over 100, and I actually don't know the exact number. But
448.
We've grown by an immense amount of people. And so I think that growth continues. I think that opportunity is, and the opportunity map at KW is real. Like it is absolutely real. Like even Shannon and I were sitting in Bold, we both wrote down as an option for maps coaching to really take that on and go, that sounds like a great option to be able to bless others with knowledge. And yeah.
So I've shared the drive-through window with him since we've been in this building, and it's not soundproof. And I hear him with his passion for coaching and how he knows the KW systems, and his true desire is to coach people. And so I'm excited for him because into the maps coaching, you can change lives to so many people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thrilled that you're going to be able to use what you love doing and go to the next level with it. So congratulations on that.
No, it's been an honor to work alongside you.
Any rumors we want to squash? Do you want to be ridiculous of what rumors are there? Tim, are you and I in a fight?
No.
Do you want to be?
No.
Okay, neither.
No. I would say we don't see eye to eye on everything, but I would say that.
That's the beautiful thing, though.
That
You
is-
don't
that
get
is
it.
absolutely
Mike,
true.
what are some other rumors you've heard?
I was on a beach. I didn't hear any.
So are we gonna start charging for parking now?
Yes.
Sweet.
So
No,
that,
actually, Dan and I had one of our best meetings ever on Friday last week.
Yeah.
So that was really special. And I would say that Dan and I have seen eye to eye 99% of the time throughout my entire career here.
And then 1% of the time we didn't, he was wrong. So we actually do agree on that. We agree on that.
That's
I'm kidding. I don't know what we're talking about. See here. We're in a fight now.
I know.
No. So that's the beautiful thing is I don't want anybody to misunderstand, like, this is not a negative. This is actually a big positive. There's always a plan. This is never the end all be all. This is always a position. I think sometimes in the past, people have seen us leave, including Gary, leave relationships poorly. We're not leaving a relationship.
No.
We're just making transitions and helping people go find what it is that they want to find. And that will actually never stop. That's never going to stop. And it's not a bad thing.
so I see a couple things on the chat from Chris Day, Best TL, thanks for everything. Tim, looking forward, it jumped on me, to watching your path. Paulina, we love you, Tim. Thank you for everything you've done. She also reminded everybody there's a happy hour at Wire Road next week. So you can not only eat 3 Keller Williams, you can drink. And Rob Locke, Tim is an incredible leader, excited for what's next.
Yeah.
So what is,
So you're not here. You're not gone and gone forever.
No, and my intention is to continue to help you guys grow and be around and be of support and be the culture that KW has created is something that I love being a part of.
Yep.
And so that's where I definitely would love
So
to.
this is an and.
Yeah.
It's like it's kind of like when people get like blended families, it's like a bonus. So you're a bonus now.
I'm a bonus.
You're a bonus.
I like that. Yes.
so if people want to come by and say, hi, bye, congrats, what is the timeline we're looking at?
Honestly, no, it really is. We haven't really discussed an actual day, but I would say that it's something where we are definitely working on the transition of me no longer being the team leader and I'll be, moving, things from my office and things like that to allow for other leadership to come in and be a blessing to you guys as well. And I kid you not, when I go to family reunions and mega camps with this crew since I've been here, the level of opportunity you guys have to be able to find someone even better than me that's going to be a part of something that's going to be great or is going to be really fun to see. Yeah. Any questions or anything that you guys would like to say? Oh, yes, question?
Somebody named iPhone says, struggling not to be sad, but I'm most excited to see what is next for you, Tim.
Oh,
Thanks,
you.
iPhone. We appreciate you.
Thank you, iPhone. I don't think I've ever said that.
Oh, it's iPhone?
I'm not an iPhone
iPhone.
person, as you know.
I thought it was
But,
it's all just said it's iPhone.
yeah,
Yeah.
iPhone. There you go. Well, dot. And so I'm around to answer questions. I would love to continue to be of support to you. And my love and care for everyone in here is real. And my love for Dan and the opportunity to work alongside him. Like I said, even though we always, don't know, heck, I don't know about you guys. Have you ever, been a part of something where you disagree with everybody, but it's towards something amazing?
I always agree with myself.
You do. But yeah.
All the time. So tying this to our theme for the day, what are you doing for your next step?
Mhm.
Look at September as a growth time to get ready for your fourth quarter and beyond.
So thank you guys. Really appreciate it. And come say hi to me. Would love to say hi.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you all. Dan.
Back, other way.
There we go. Thank you for attending. Oh, and we can't play that until Nicole says no longer recording.